Happy International Women's Day. My name is Claire Cohen and I'm the Women's Editor at The Telegraph. And this year I choose to challenge the way women are spoken about, but also the way we speak about and to ourselves. So in my day job, I come across a lot of language that's used about women that frankly makes me want to scream. Some of it is around things like domestic abuse or domestic homicide. I'm sure you've all read headlines and stories that say, oh, she was murdered in a crime of passion, or maybe her partner just snapped. Perhaps she was nagging too much. Or recently there have been some that he was really suffering under the pressures of lockdown. And whenever I read something like that, I do everything I can to not perpetuate it and to call it out. There are other examples too, just the really outdated everyday language we still use about women. Things like feisty. I mean, you would never see that word applied to a man, and I just find it really patronising. So I choose to challenge all of those sorts of use of language. But I also want to challenge the way that we speak about and to ourselves. And that can be everything from those emails we write that we start saying, oh, I'm really sorry to take up your time, or can I just, or kindly. And of course, like, you want to be polite, there's nothing wrong with being polite, but saying that stuff really helps to diminish us and puts us on the back foot, I think, from the first interaction. And I am as guilty of that as anyone, so I choose to challenge myself on that one. And the other thing is the way we speak to ourselves. So that is like the inner critic, I guess, that's going around your head and saying all sorts of really damaging things about yourself. I always remember there was an advert a few years ago now where there were loads of women sat in a cafe, which really dates it, and there was like a loudspeaker or a voiceover playing all of their inner thoughts out loud. And some of the things they were saying about themselves, to themselves, were really horrible, and everyone found it really shocking. And that's the truth of it, isn't it? If anybody could hear what you were saying to yourself in your own head, they would be really shocked, and you'd sound really horrible, putting yourself down or saying, I'm not good enough, or I don't deserve my success at work, or my opinion isn't good enough to be shared in this meeting. Nobody wants to hear my voice, whatever it is you say to yourself. So I really think we should all choose to challenge that this year.